ABIS, the Academy of Business in Society, helps businesses benefit from their contribution to a sustainable society. In collaboration with Solvay, a multinational chemical group, ABIS hosted a thought leadership roundtable with the goals to share Solvay's sustainable portfolio management tool with their corporate peers, improve their methodology through active dialogue and discussion, integrate latest academic thinking and research.
We have, as usual at ABIS, the Academy of Business and Society, a combination of people that will debate together coming from business, academia and society. So we have people of the European Commission, of the WWF as an NGO, we have people coming from the academic world, as well from Holland as Belgium today, and we have quite some business people. So the whole idea of ABIS is to create platforms where discussions are possible and where we have a thought leadership discussion that is at a certain level to look into the future, to improve business in society in a sustainable way.
So the tool was developed along two main axes. The vertical one, the operations vulnerability, aims at visualizing the financial risks and opportunities linked to the environmental impact of the manufacturers of Solvay. And the horizontal one, the market alignment with sustainability trends, aimed at visualizing how does the product developed by Solvay answers to the consumers' concerns regarding sustainability.
Well, obviously, with such an assembly, when you have a tool in place and you run self-assessment, or more or less self-assessment, because you challenge them, and we have the chance to have Arthur De Little and Piano looking at the results. You want that tool to be credible, robust, and how to have it credible and robust is to have it challenged by peers and other people.
Dominique has opened a very wide door. It was a very obvious invitation to other companies to make this more robust and for a good win-win.
I'd like to see what kind of process mechanisms you've put in place to engage people into the value and the output.
I think it's very important to try to see how far this type of tools can transform the business model.
The problem for the business is to have a sustainable business. To have a sustainable business, we need to satisfy the expectation of all our stakeholders. That means not only the investor, because the investor are giving us the money, but we need also the license to operate.
The fruitfulness and the interest of bringing around the table all stakeholders about an issue, even if it starts with a difficult conversation, to solve societal problem and address societal issue in an efficient way, which is not necessarily hard regulation. So he wants really to adopt the appropriate method for each issue.
There's a certain boldness, I think, that companies have to be open to. A boldness in trying new things and listening to new perspectives, even if it seems silly. And my fear, if that is a fear, concern I should say, is that something like the SPN is indeed a method, but methods only take you so far. And we learn this in law, in legal reasoning, that we can craft very, very sensitive and intelligent rules, but at some point those rules require judgment from human beings, and that's where wisdom has to come in.
So, do we see SPM as a convenient tool to assess sustainability and sustainability risks to your profit and loss? We do. The answer has been clear. But do we also see it as a platform to foster discussion between knowledge available within companies and knowledge needs and knowledge available within society? And if so, what does it say about how we need to open up this tool and how we need to share it?
Now the advantage you have here is that you can compare it with real business, real value change. If you have to take these decisions, then when you take decisions on value change, that do not exist today. But since this is a very beautiful methodology, as Vito, we are interested to add and help to develop the methodology.
For most of our products, we are very far away from the marketplace, ultimate marketplace with the consumers. But what we want to measure is exactly that. Consumer behavior will impact our P&L. And we try to figure out, thanks to our questions and documentation, etc., research, we try to figure out how, in the whole process, consumer behavior, taking into sustainability into consideration, can impact possibly our business.
What we could and what we are doing, and we have the example with Charlotte, is that we have a lot of students working and young researchers working on this, because it's not yet well defined. The debate of this morning shows that you have various issues to take into account. And that's very interesting because it allows to generate new knowledge that will later on hopefully be used.